Welcome to Pro Wrestling X. This match scheduled for one fall in a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, and the opponent. And the opponent.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I always got to do the little intro there. Forgive me, I've got a few million things going on here. I always forget to turn up the sound effects. Yeah, so what's going on tonight, guys? I wasn't planning on doing a broadcast here tonight, but I figured, you know, we got 2016 winding down. This will be our last chance for a broadcast this year, so what the hell, let's do it. Our boy Dave, once again, MIA. I got a message from him. I sent him an email, and he was checking it on his phone, and he is saying, I'm going to give you the exact quote, "Lucky me, no internet. Neighbor chewed the line with snowblower. Canadian problems." So there you go. I think he still loves us, but, you know, gosh, I'm telling you, yeah, I hate sticking you guys solo. It drives me just as much nuts as it drives you guys. So, when's the name? I say, Heaven Spawn, you are the best, because I am right there with you, my friend. In fact, he is asking where's the new stage? When's the new stage going to be in the new build? And our boy Robert sent us an email update. I will give you the exact words that he used. He actually was laughing pretty hard because he was saying that he's running out of like version numbers. Like he's like, I have to call it 1.0 because we're at like 999. I thought, yeah, that sounds about right. So let me get the latest and greatest update from Robert here. I was going to read it back to you. Nope, not that. Where are we at here? In a nutshell, he was basically saying that he's jamming. He's doing his best he can when it comes to this stuff. You know, with the holidays and all that stuff too, it was hard to get a ton of work in for all of us. Although I've been working like crazy, working on UI concepts, and I don't know, maybe I'll show those off tonight. I don't know. Their UI is kind of boring, so we'll see. Heaven Spawn. I found out how to get the game running at like 61 frames per second. The FPS is a lie, but I am dying to know. Zeron piping in. Heaven Spawn, if you are care to share, I would be happy to pass that along and see. I'm definitely interested. What's going on, Joe? Yeah, Heaven. I will. Heaven Spawn. I will gladly take any tips that you got. All right, let me see. Maybe I can put up some UI stuff. That's kind of it's kind of boring, but you know. Yeah, definitely empty crowd. I know that. That's definitely true. That makes total sense. Yep, that makes total sense. For those who are catching up or not or broadcasting, they are saying Heaven Spawn had success getting the high frame rates to with an empty crowd, dimming the lights with probably a one-on-one fight, as I'm assuming what he's talking about there. And I would definitely think that would be a huge. I noticed when we were doing tests. I have my tests written down here somewhere. That the empty arena really helped, obviously, and then the 2 versus 2. I'm beginning to think, like I said, it's the multiple players are also. Pain. Did anybody listen to my cage suggestions? All your suggestions have been duly noted. There is not a new build tonight. I'm sorry. We've got the holidays and everything been kind of busting everybody up a little bit here tonight. But hang in there. Hang in there. I know. It drives me nuts too. But hey, we're trying. WPGN. I don't know if I've recognized that username. Say hi, WPGN. Introduce yourself. I have not seen you. In our wonderful little broadcast here, so yeah, come say hey. Let's see if I did that and that and that. Let's just upload the whole bloody thing and see what happens. Yeah, so we got some nice. Yeah, this game's come a long way since the first time I've seen it. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's if you haven't checked in a little while. In fact, why don't you hang on until after this match? I'll fire up the cage, and then you can really see some fun stuff. You know, your mind's going to be blown when you see the cage stuff. Do you think in the future builds you guys will make the game run at 60 frames per second? I can tell you right now that is the gold standard, and that's what we're shooting for. Whether or not we're going to be able to get there or not, I know we're going to try. And like I said, I don't even know. Like I said, I have trouble figuring out like if what we're currently running when we pull up the little meter, if those numbers are even remotely accurate. I know we joke saying the FPS is a lie and all that kind of stuff, but I'm pretty happy with the frame rates right now, to be honest with you. I don't find the game to be skipping around. I don't find things to be terribly sluggish. Now again, that's just me though. That's my own personal opinion on something like that. So I paid for the pre-test, the one that you guys. Hey, WPGN, like give me like an email address or an old username that I might recognize you by, because I built the database of all those users way back in the day. It's just that some moves are terribly slow, but other moves are smooth and fluid. Well, that's good to know. Maybe if you've got one particular move that you're thinking is kind of sluggish, that also might be on our own animation speed. Like, I know one of the things that they were kind of messing around with was like slower moves for a deeper impact. Like when the move goes slow, like the impact feels more violent or more just more solid, as opposed to like arcade style where the guys are kind of whipping around so fast that you can't really tell what's happening. And it's also kind of maybe the difference between like the idea of like a super heavyweight moves kind of slower as opposed to like a luchador like Grasshopper or something, so the moves are faster there. So that also might be something that is kind of being taken into effect too. So, but yeah, keep firing your feedback because this is how we figure this stuff out. We're going through. WWE The Jaws. Here's another new name, Kunal. Does anybody know what I can use to play Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 on an American N64? I looked on eBay but couldn't find anything. That's a really good question. Because I thought Virtual Player 2 could only be done on the oh god, what is the Japanese version of the 64? That's not the Super Famicom. It is the for crying out loud, I should know this stuff off the top of my head. To my knowledge, there's no way to do it. Now it's possible. That's what I do. As Heaven Spawn pointed out, emulators I think might be the way that you have to go there. I've gotten Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 running in emulators just fine, and it works pretty good. Yeah, and Joe is spawning saying that like a Raspberry Pi. Oh boy, he's got me started about the Raspberry Pi. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I want to do restart the match here. I've been looking at those retro Pi machines, and I think those look like a really fun thing. WPGN, hope you're still in the channel, because I'm going to fire up a cage match now, and see what you think of this, especially with the. I'll just do all the CPUs. We'll just see what happens here. Do this guy. Oh, fake Ryback, and let's go Riot. Zeron, he's got himself a Discord. If anybody's interested in Discord, I've never used the service myself. I was always a TeamSpeak guy. That's how old I am. I used to run the gaming plans because we used to play Medal of Honor Allied Assault. That's also we will show you how long it's been. I played that in Team Fortress 2, and I was always on the TeamSpeak. I always thought that was pretty fun. Probably just use, yes I am, need to install this. Cool. Yeah, take a look at Old Blue we got running here. Yeah, wait till you see the ragdolls. Hey, that'd be fun. Yeah, Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. It's been a long time since I fired that up. I know I have a copy of it somewhere around in here. Oh, rock and roll. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, just dealing with a private message here. Yeah, take a look at. Oh, there's a good one. Oh, Riot. Oh God, Riot just went for a ride. Yeah, and in fact, the version WPGN that we're playing right now is the one that's available up on Steam. I believe our Christmas sale's still going. I should probably be pimping that a lot more. I've got a couple things to pimp here tonight. I hate to be that guy, but where are we at here? I believe we still have our sale going on because I think we're doing the 20% sale for like everybody does for the holidays. In fact, I'm just going to be cheeseball and post a link right there in our chat that if you are so inclined and you are digging what you're seeing, by all means we could use the love and support. Even if you want to even love and support and then give us a nice review. We could always use a bunch of those too. That helps us out a ton. with all that stuff. Oh, and Heaven Spawn is transitioning to a new topic that I'm also going to post another link to. I'm going to be total whore boy here tonight. I'm really sorry, but Daddy's got to eat, and I'm posting this link here as well. Heaven Spawn, thank you so much. We're have you guys sold 1,000 copies of the T-shirt? No. As a matter of fact, we have not sold 1,000. So feel free to buy tons and tons and tons. We've got, for the very first time in about 10 years, we are selling a T-shirt, and like I said, it's a really cool design. In fact, maybe we should pop that back up here so that we can get the chat seeing the. It always likes when I try to run Chrome on my machine while the game's running. So if I crash, I crash. Stand by. Sorry guys, just dealing with a couple of DMs here. Let's see. Isn't this fun, listening to me type, watching me type? Wow, what a great entertainment. Yeah, let me show you. I'll show you this. Yep. Okay, this is going to be my my cheap horror moment here for tonight. We've got this great T-shirt that Mr. Wrestling 5. Oh boy. Sorry guys, I got DMs lighting me up here like crazy. Ah. Thanks for the heads up, WPGN. I'll get that taken care of ASAP. Apparently I have a busted link on one of my sites, which, shocker. Any info on the shirt measurements yet? I still don't know which size I should get. When in doubt, go bigger. And I'm sorry, I was hoping, and for those of you that are of larger builds, Dave was kind of politely informing me that we did not have the ability to get the triple XLs. We're kind of stuck at double XL, and so that kind of sucks because I know we always used to sell a few of those, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. When in doubt, man, just go bigger. Sorry, I'm trying to fix some stuff here. Get the biggest one, Joe. Yeah, measurements are important. Yeah, I was trying to talk to Dave about like even figuring out what brand, like if it's a Gildan T-shirt. Usually that's what a lot of printers are using because they're like the least expensive shirt that you can get. So, but I don't know if Dave's spending a little bit more or something like that. Dave, I want a shirt. That's pretty funny, Joe. Joe wants a shirt, not a tent. How tall are you, Joe? And like how much do you weigh? If you're comfortable sharing that, because I am going to likely get an extra large, and it's only because I'm so tall. I have a feeling it'll be pretty big on me, but like I said, I'm not sweating it too much. Because, like I said, I'm fairly certain those shirts will shrink. It's just what they do. Sorry, guys. There we go. Let's do that. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to do 1,000 things at once here. I would definitely, so that's what I would do, is I would just get the larger shirt. Because it's easy, like I said, they'll likely shrink. I'm sure that's just kind of what shirts do. Or better yet, buy two different sizes, and just give one that doesn't fit to your friend. Oh, that's terrible. I shouldn't be such a whore for these things. You guys, I said your support has been. Oh, that's why it doesn't work. I'm an idiot. Hey, let's save that one. Oh, okay. The match ended. Let's restart that match. All right, enough with the. I'll turn off the T-shirt sale there. But like I said, if you, I don't know how much longer we're gonna keep that storefront open. And WPGN, thanks for the heads up on the busted link. I've gotten that fixed. So, Joe 5'9". Yeah, you know what? I would say probably at 5'9". I'd say probably a large would do you just fine. I would say when in doubt, do a large. That's what I would try. And you know what? If it doesn't really work, we'll figure out a way to get it working. Yeah, I would say a large is probably going to be good for you, brother. This is Joe. Unless, like I said, you're pushing 2 bills or something like that, but it's all good. At least that said, that'll be my guess. And that said, the sooner that I can figure out brand of T-shirt, like I said, I'm trying. My buddy Dave, my buddy Dave, his neighbor apparently mowed down. These things only happen to Dave. I swear. What's up, A-Grown? How's it going? Oh, yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? Guys, I would be remiss if I didn't address the big elephant in the room, but I gotta raise a glass to Carrie Fisher. Man, I'm telling you what, that is it hasn't hurt me as bad as I thought it might. But boy, I am a Star Wars kid. I grew up on those movies, and it shaped damn near everything. Like a lot of people of my age. And so this one's a sad one. And boy, 2016, you can just go to hell. I'm tired of all the deaths and making me sad. George Michael, I got to tell you, that one made me sad too. I say this was with 100% heterosexuality, but I love George Michael. I thought his music was fantastic. I thought him as a person was great. He gave back to a lot of great causes. Really helped out the LBGT community a lot. And I felt bad how the poor press would just torture the guy. But those British tabloids, man, they are not kind. And so I was really sad. He had a lot of good stuff. So I'm still here, Joe. I had to get my glass to raise a toast to Carrie. So, Agron, what is the next update? You and I said it's not going to be. We're not going to have any more updates this year. How's that? But our boy Robert is working on it. With Christmas and all that kind of stuff, it's hard to get everybody working full time on this kind of stuff. Our boy Mr. Wrestling 5 has been continuing to crank out some stuff. He's been doing some long-term thinking on some career mode kind of stuff, and maybe even some belt stuff. We're gonna kind of keep you stay tuned on that because we're very early in those discussions. But like I said, these are the areas that we're starting to think about. And Robert is working on some stuff. I am also working on some stuff. I'm working on some new user interface concept kind of stuff, and I'm kind of pretty stoked about how that's kind of coming together. But PWX is like the new ECW. I love it. Only a few people know about it and are going to be down with it until the end. I love seeing that stuff happen spawn. It's like an anti-establishment of wrestling games. It's kind of funny. It started off as anti-establishment, but I'm not. I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely not a big fan of the WWE video games, but I'm not anti-WWE. I mean, it's certainly not the hatred that the project was launched with. I think we all just kind of get older, and that kind of stuff just kind of like fades after a little while. But I don't know. I wouldn't. I know Dave still has a lot of the anti-establishment roots going, and me personally, I don't have those. I don't have the hatred of Vince and Ukes and all that kind of stuff and all that stuff anymore. I'm just really stoked about our game. I have no. I'm not doing it as an FU to anybody else. I just think, wow, look at this thing that we're building. I think it's pretty cool. So, I don't know. That's kind of where my mentality is with that. Yeah, I want to watch 2016 die. Boy, you and everybody else. I am definitely doing maybe even host a New Year's party just so that, God, I can watch that thing go too. Agron, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher, and you're only 16 and you love Star Wars. Man, you youngins, I tell you what, it's kind of fun seeing the youngins, young people as yourselves, kind of watch the universe and all that stuff through new eyes. It's pretty cool. Like I said, I am much older than 16. I am currently sitting at 42 years old, and I am right squarely in that wheelhouse of being a Star Wars nerd. That was a big, heavy influence for me. So, Robert the Man, Eric the referee. You know, I gotta say, I really want to be a ref. I have no interest in being a playable character, but I want to be a ref. Agron, Eric, what is your top 10 video games of the year? Boy, that's going to be really hard because I didn't play 10 video games this year. I can tell you, like, numbers 1 through 7 are going to be Binding of Isaac. Okay, let's say number 1 is Pro Wrestling X. Let's be fair. Let's be a whore for our own product. But in terms of my gameplay, the number of hours that damn game, and I finally got all the achievements just this week. What they have was if any of the people are the Binding of Isaac nerds, I did get my 1001% complete, and that damn near killed me. And of course the new version's coming in just like another month, so I get a month to like take a break. So Binding of Isaac was definitely a highlight. That damn game. Like I said, I don't need to be playing it as much as I did. I was a big fan of a game called Risk of Rain. I really enjoyed that one. That was one that I picked up. It was kind of on my watch list for a while. It was not new to 2016, but it was a new indie game. I really, really enjoyed Risk of Rain. In fact, maybe I'll pop these up on the web browser so you guys can see. So Risk of Rain. Oh, and of course it's 75% off. I'll pop this open here so you guys can see what this looks like. I really enjoyed this game a lot. I thought you have a lot of different playable characters. I like the pixely art. I'm big on indie games. I don't really play. I haven't played a AAA game in forever. Any of the big franchises like Call of Duty or any of that stuff. I just haven't played it. I really enjoyed this game. The mechanics were really fun. The combat was excellent. It gets really intense. It gets very shmuppy in a sense, where there's just a lot going on the screen. A lot of different combinations of power-ups and all that kind of stuff. I'm very big on the roguelikes. We've got a hell of a finish going here. I'm burying the lead. Oh God. Okay, we got two guys that are making a break for it. Who's going to win? Looks like Grasshopper's going to get the lead, but I think we're going to almost have a tie here. Yep, Grasshopper got him at the end. Nice. I'll restart this one. Let's see, what else? that's this one. So I really enjoyed Risk of Rain. I thought that was a lot of fun. Let me pop up another one. Is Enter the Gungeon. This game is too hard for me. But again, it's the same old. This is more roguelike type elements, but it's more of a traditional. I like my top-down shooter type games. Really enjoy the combat mechanisms, but this one it's so bloody hard that it's one of those that it's similar in level of difficulty to something like Spelunky, where just even getting like the the second or third level of the game is an achievement in and of itself. And you can see it's the same kind of seizure type combat. I haven't even seen half these levels because the game just gets too hard for me. Because I'm not specifically all that great at a lot of these games, but I really enjoyed the combat mechanism. But again, it's very difficult. Very, very, very hard. Very, very hard difficulty. So, and they have a really neat. I admire this game because they have a really good online presence and a good wiki and all that kind of stuff. So, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else that I've played yet. Those are primarily the three that I've played aside from Pro Wrestling X. Let's see. I've heard Gears of War 4 was very good. Again, I have never played a Gears of War any of those before, so I think oh, look at that, Road Rash. Recommend Road Redemption. Let's take a look at that one. I kind of had my eye on the Rocket Ball League or whatever that one is, where you're scooting around. Oh, I love me a good racing game. I loved Road Rash. Road Rash was a lot of fun. I might have to give this one a look. I tell you, the other one I really like was Trackmania. That was my favorite. Racing game. I used to play the hell out of this one. PG. I really enjoyed this one. I had a lot of fun, and it was so crazy that it would give me like vertigo. Like I would have like issues with balance and stuff after playing this game. Lots of fun, really, really fun. Lots of stunt courses, lots of good community tracks and servers and stuff. And the cats online are just playing it at a different level. So you get some of that stuff. So, yeah, Zeron, I highly recommend Risk of Rain. I really, really enjoyed that game. I really liked the combat of it, especially as you start unlocking a couple of the guys, because the game gets hard. The game is hard. And the way that it works is the longer that your game goes, the harder it gets. So you have to play this balance of trying to take time to level your guy up so that he's strong enough to survive the extra levels. But at the same time, you're trying to move quick because the enemies just start spiraling out of control. So, yeah, Rocket League. That's the other one that I was kind of had my eye on. Because I admit I miss these big multiplayer arena type games. I miss playing Team Fortress 2 immensely, and so I have my eye in games like this. Let's see. Will we ever have tag team matches? The game like 10 versus 3 matches? Probably not for some time. I said these are things I never quite know how difficult these things are for like Robert the Man, because things that I think would be really hard may actually end up being really, really easy. I know we would need some new animations like a tagging animation, but we have entering and exit the ring. We'd maybe need like an asset for like holding onto a tag rope or something like that, but I don't know if we're going to have like handicap matches like that, like I said, at least yet, but I can't see tag team matches, especially if we have 4v4 like 4-player versus mode. You've got 4 guys running on the screen at any one time, so I can't see why that would be too terribly difficult. Trails. Have you played Trails? I'm looking it up right now. Is it just Trails or is it something else? Sort by name. Okay, so let's see if we can get to... Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can find this game that he's talking about here. I got it because I said for me the thing that I really like about games is these roguelikes. I really like the fact that I don't see Trails. So if you got a better or more descriptive name, I'll take it. Trails Fusion. Okay, I'll have to look for that one. Paint the Town Red. I may have heard of that one. Oh, look at that combat mechanism. All right. Rock and roll. Oh, wow. Melee combat game set in different locations and time. Now, doesn't that look crazy? Do you guys think you will change the health bars like a health meter below the wrestlers? I would personally love to see like a cleaned up UI, like so that the meters aren't so big. But as far as putting them like on the wrestlers themselves, I personally would not do that. Like that, what I would end up doing is, like I said, maybe making the UI a little bit smaller so that the spirit meters weren't so big. But beyond that, I would not probably do them by the wrestler. Which game has people get stronger as you play longer? Slateboard, you're looking for Risk of Rain. The idea is that the longer that your game session goes, the stronger the enemies go. So you're playing this little delicate balance of trying to. It's one of those. It's like a 5 or 6 level. You work your way to level 1. You work your way to level 2, kind of a deal. And the longer you play, the difficulty increases. There's like a little spirit meter that kind of plugs along the top corner of the screen that will say, okay, first it's easy, then medium, then difficult, then it just starts getting like, I think one of the levels is batshit. It's pretty crazy. And it gets crazy. So you have to play this game of trying to arm yourself so that you're strong enough to like survive all these enemies, but at the same time, like complete the levels quickly so that the level is not as good. Trials. Okay, that makes probably a little more sense. I'll look for that one right now. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, Trials Fusion. Okay, I see it right there. Oh, look at that racer. Oh my God, that looks like that would give me a total headache. All right, cool. Well, thanks for all the game. Right, this is great. I love this. Try Mr. President. Okay, let's see, Mr. Oh my dear Lord, look at that. Oh brother. Oh my God, can you take a bullet for the soon-to-be president of the United States? Oh, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Oh, look at the physics. Oh my God. Okay, I got to pop this one up on the screen. This is great. Remove. Yeah. That is hysterical. So it looks like it's a physics game. Can you take a bullet for the president of the United States? I'm gonna get. I'm gonna play that back. This is craziness. What? This is insane. Wow, that is too funny. Boy, I might have to. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I might have to take a look for this one. This one's pretty funny. Does Risk of Rain have a procedurally generated thing? Yes, it does. So the replay value is very high. That's procedural generation is very important to me in games, because like I said, I don't like to memorize a level like oh my god, I am gonna have to take that's pretty funny. I might have to take a gamble on this one. This is $1.99, huh? That's pretty funny. All right, that's pretty good. All right, these wrestlers. Okay, I'm going to quit this one, and we'll just do a traditional one. Let's see. Let's get CPU going. Oh, we haven't seen Tyrador Wrestler Knight, or Grimhold, or The Machine, or Fake Sting. Yeah, Risk of Rain was fun, and then Binding of Isaac. My God, in fact, that should come with a warning.
Welcome to
that
Pro
game is
Wrestling
just too addictive.
This match scheduled for one fall in a 15-minute time limit.
Thanks for all the game recommendations, guys. That's kind of fun. Because damn it, the last thing I need is more distractions. Trying to get work done, trying to get the UI interface stuff done. But yeah, keep those questions coming. Okay, so let me see. Sorry guys, I'm opening up a couple of screens here. I don't know if anybody's got any interest in seeing this kind of stuff or not, but I figure what the hell. Sorry, just updating some stuff here. Just hang with me here. You guys think the new stage will be done by the end of January? Actually, I feel pretty good about that timetable. I think I know Robert's been working really hard on it because I know you guys have been clamoring for it, and we're dying to see it too, for crying out loud. Raise a toast to Carrie Fisher. Wonder how PWX on Nintendo Switch is going to run. Yeah, you and me both. You and me both, pal. That's pretty funny, though. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. Well, like I said, if you guys want to see these UI things, just let me know. Like I said, it's not much at this point yet, but at least we give you something else to look at here tonight. So yeah, take a vote. If you guys want to see it, cool. If not, no harm, no foul. I'm not going to be offended by it. So I was trying to think what else. I mean, I guess it's probably a good time as any to kind of reflect on 2016. I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, I was trying to figure out like when I was, in fact, maybe let me check my records here. I was trying to see if I could figure out when archive. It looks like it looks like Robert's been with us since, like, we've been getting builds from him regularly for about a year. And if you think about that, that's pretty amazing. No, that's not it. Yeah, because I think the oldest build that I've got from Robert is, I don't know, maybe he's been here for a little while longer than that. But either way, 2016 has been a hell of a year for Pro Wrestling X. I mean, it's, if you start looking at like our early Twitch broadcasts, like what we were at like at the beginning of January, it's pretty staggering to see like the shape of the build. I mean, and I got to be honest with you, gang. Like I said, it's just extraordinary to me. The amount of work that Robert and Mr. Wrestling 5 have put into this game. I mean, I've tried to do my fair share with all the social media stuff and the Twitch broadcasts and all that stuff. But man, this is their show, and full credit to those guys. And yeah, I mean, bloody hell, what the hell's wrong with me? Should have opened with a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, all that jazz. Because seriously, guys, it's been a hell of a year, and your support, and especially you cats in Twitch and our Bug Squad, you guys have made it one hell of a year. It's been a total shit year, let's face it, for a lot of things in our society, and a lot of celebrity deaths, and I got a lot of friends who are going through some hard times right now, and it's like, it's been shit in a lot of areas. But for me personally, I built a damn house, and from a Pro Wrestling X standpoint, I mean, look at how far we're coming. And God, I'm excited as hell to see what 2017 brings. It's very, very crazy. Zeron wants to see. Okay, all right, we got some. I'll show it to you in a second here. Yeah, David Bowie. God, David Bowie died on January 6th. Wow. Let's hope Trump can make 2017 better. Hey, you know what? As long as the whole Earth doesn't have a giant crater in it from a nuclear fallout, caused by Trump, I'll be happy. We're crying out loud. He will do what Satan tells him. That's pretty funny. I hope so. I hope POWX is the defining year for the game. And in all honesty, a lot of these games, I mean, these have been, like 2016 was a defining year. I mean, granted, we haven't quite gotten everything done that we wanted to, but Jesus, look at this game. I mean, it's light years ahead of where I thought it would be at this stage. I was just talking to Dave about this the other day, that can you believe what we have working in this game already? And it just was not part of the plan. Heaven Spawn, what do you got? What defining year for you personally? What's everybody's goals? What's everybody's resolutions and stuff for 2016? I'm dying to hear them. I got a list of my own things of personal improvements and all that kind of stuff. PWX will definitely be 1.0 in 2017. I can tell you that right now. Hopefully early on too. Can you imagine what you guys will do next year? I really can't, because I never know what the hell the direction these things are going. All I know is that especially once we get this Kickstarter deliverable out the door, I am going to feel much more adventurous in terms of marketing, and not be afraid to go on podcasts and not be afraid to really promote the hell out of this game, because people can just be so hateful on an early access game. They'll take any little bug and say that, oh, those clowns don't know what they're doing, all this stuff. But I'm feeling really good about where this thing is headed. And especially when we get kind of, like I said, I can show you these UI concepts in a second. I think there's going to be a level of polish on the game that it's going to be pretty exciting. And I think it's going to look just like a really clean product. That's no offense to anybody in our crew, but just the little fine touches and all that stuff. And then the gameplay, and Robert and Mr. Wrestling 5 have done such a bang-up job. It's been an honor to work with them. And Dave's always, running the ship and doing the best he can to try to balance everything out, and, dive into those forums and taking the heat if you need to, or trying to keep the word going. So, let's see. Heaven Spawn getting gastric bypass. Wow, good for you, man. Good for you. Look into that DDP yoga too. I'm telling you what, I've started doing that again. and I'm loving it. So for any of y'all that are struggling with that, if you're trying to get that triple XL T-shirt, start do a little DDP yoga and get it down to double XL. I'm telling you, stuff's great. I'm really I said I'm improving my flexibility like crazy. So goals are to drop 250. Wow, go Slateboard. Good for you, man. Graduate college. What do you get? I was trying to remember. Your name looks familiar to me. I was trying to wonder if you were a game program or not. And bloody hell, jump in and do like these game jams and stuff. Even if you can't find a job right away as a developer, I mean, just getting games under your belt, that's a really good thing. Because our boy Robert hasn't ever worked as a developer anywhere. So current job is at UPS, and they have you walking like 5 miles a day. That's awesome. I got a buddy of mine who's a husband and wife who are postal carriers, and my God, they burn all kinds of calories all day. It's astounding. So good on you, mate. Go get them. And I definitely am right. I'm going to join you with that. I think everybody's going to be, get healthier and all that kind of stuff. I got a bum stomach I can never seem to figure out. I want to try to figure that bastard out and nail that thing down. So since UPS will pay for it, good for you, man. Good for you, Slateboard. Said that's getting that stuff paid for, getting your college paid for. Cheers to you. All right, let me fire these UI concepts up. This is not going to be anything terribly fancy, but what the hell. Just know that these are early mock-ups. Just shrink these things down and give you a refresh here. Basically, the idea is that we're going to kind of open with like some kind of a splash screen, and then I'm bound to determine. I would love to do a video. So we're going to see if that gets working. Right now, these things are just very basic since I don't have like the whole look and feel developed. But one of the things that I want to start moving to is I really liked how No Mercy did. Like you can see all the options up on the screen at once. You have like yes, no toggle switches instead of just arrows back and forth, and you're trying to figure out, okay, what's the next kind of a thing. So be able to do like, choose your wrestlers, and then choose your time limit. That's the other thing I want to be able to do is also kind of make it easier to get into a match. Have some of the stuff like the all players CPU, and then entrances. You'd be able to turn off entrances so you can skip them if you want to just jump in, save some of the load screens and all that kind of stuff. Let's see, I don't know how much of this is even working yet. Ability to change the ring. I'm working on that screen. I'm pretty stoked about this. Is to do some kind of like a match presets where you've got like predetermined rules that are already kind of set up, so you don't have to go in and change all the rules. So you've got like a normal mode, a cage mode, and I really like this idea of kind of like having the black and white stuff, and then your color indicates kind of the active thing. I just something about this I'm really digging it. But again, having all your hardcore submission elimination, kind of like what Robert's got going on our screens right now, where again you're able to kind of see, just like, okay, all the cage rules, and just be able to, so you can just get into the match quickly. But if you wanted to do a custom setup, you could, where you'd come in and you'd be able to do all the options manually if you want to. You'd be able to turn off weapons, blood, turn off pinfalls if you want, all this kind of stuff, interference, false count anywhere, all this kind of stuff. Being able to kind of turn everything off and on. The screenshots on the menu be customizable. Right now, probably not, but we'll who knows? So we'll be able to say multiple presets. Like if I had a cage match with rules for one style, that's actually something we've been talking about. Right now, that's not part of the UI, but it's definitely something that I've been considering for sure. If we had, let me go back to that. Let me go back to that screen. Like to be able to move to a second screen of these things, like for customized setups. Why not? If you guys kind of have, like I said, some set stuff that you guys have that are favorites, I say, hey, let's go for it. Let me see if I can get this set up. Let me see if I give this one a refresh here. Sorry, let me show you the character select that I had going here too. I gotta upload some stuff here real quick. All right, let me give this a little refresh here. Yeah, like I said, I hate showing you guys stuff in like mid grade here, but one of the things that I'm pretty stoked about is, like I said, doing it like this new character select. I really like this visual. I think this is just so neat. And the idea is that these guys will kind of have their idle animation up, kind of like what we have going on right now. But what I really wanted to be able to do is have like the title and all that stuff much bigger, and then to be able to see like little biography kind of things, so that you guys could see, get like the yellow square, there'll be like a flag for a specific country, but to have like the height, the weight, all that kind of stuff in there. So that you can, and again, so you guys can see kind of the idle animations. I like this visual a lot better. And one of the things, like I said, I was trying to do was do it so that, like I said, one player is on the screen at any one time. Like I said, it's still kind of a work in progress. I'm still working with that. Probably no roster separations just yet, because we don't have like a real huge roster at this point. When we start getting big rosters, we're probably going to have to kind of do a complete rethink on some of this kind of stuff. But for now, this is kind of set up for like 16 wrestlers. So we'll get there slowly but surely. But this is kind of, like I said, I'm loving this look. I just think this is, and there'll be some animation. There'll probably be like a little bit of a background going on here too. But and like I said, this is by no means final. It's got to get approved by kind of the whole crew and everything like that, because I want everybody's opinion on this stuff before it go live. It's that I'm really just kind of showing you guys, just kind of showing a rough direction of where I'm headed. So things are a little cleaner. Just like buttons in the right place where you have a next and back, and some things that make a little bit more sense there. So yeah, hang with us there. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to play around with. That's kind of the stuff that I've been working on here. I've got that due. I'm working on the new website. We just have a ton of stuff to do for the new Pro Wrestling X, and so it's going to be a big year. And like I said, we're working hard too, because like I said, that the more things that we get polished up, because right now our website is shit. It's awful. It's terrible. It's embarrassing. In fact, I was looking at our stats, and we got our friends over at Reddit. Squared Circle hates us, and somebody had posted a thread, and it gave us a ton of traffic. But yeah, everybody was in there going, "Oh God, what a shit website design!" And I'm just going, "Oh God, wanting to crawl into a hole and die." But so I know, I'm fully aware it's terrible, and so I'm working on it. And like I said, as things really start advancing with the development, things are going to get a lot better on our end. And it's all my fault. I get busy, and I'm trying to balance client load and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes you got to make some rough choices. But like I said, I'm excited, and guys like Mr. Wrestling 5 and Robert, and those guys are working so hard that I feel almost obligated to try to keep up with them, to try to do what I can, to try to help out where I can, and that's where I'm going. So all it needs is a finisher name and a few more portrait rows, and it'll be perfect. Yeah, we're getting there, my friend. We're getting there. I like the idea of naming a finisher. That might have to be. I might have to work that in there somewhere. So. And I like the idea, Slateboard, of the multiple presets, like having to be able to save your own presets out. That's actually a really good idea. Not actually. It's a good idea. I think that's something we should definitely look at. I'll have to see how feasible it is with Mr. Robert there, because that would be kind of cool to have like a, come up with your own, the Xeron Battle Royal or something. I don't know, whatever. I think it'd be kind of fun. So, when will you include a new weapon? That's a very good question. I would imagine probably the next one will probably be a bat, because we've been kind of doing that single hand, like the kendo stick style. So bat would probably be next. I know we've got it in there. It's just a matter of probably working in there. So, any update on the new Ninja Wrestler? Nothing beyond the original concept sketches that we showed off a few months ago. Like I said, we've been trying to concentrate on knocking out all the little animations and just the little art things that are left for the stage, the scaffold, all that kind of stuff. So, all right, I'm giving you a 5-minute warning in here. Boy, the hour flew by. This was a pretty good Twitch broadcast. But I'm getting sleepy, and I can always tell when it's time to run because it's like, all right, I'm starting to get tired. So, but God, this was a good chat tonight. I'm seeing lots of new faces here tonight. While I'm thinking about it, if you're new, and if you're old, hey, buy a shirt. store.prowrestlingx.com. That helps us out tons. We've already been selling a few, and thank you for your generosity. A lot of you have been making use of the tip jar. I was a little squeamish about doing that, but you guys are really helping us out there, and that's really, really nice of you. Really, really appreciate it. So store.prowrestlingx.com is where you can get this t-shirt at. If you go to prowrestlingx.com, you've got all of our links in terms of facebook.com/prowrestlingx, Twitter @prowrestlingx. I think we've got an Instagram account somewhere floating around. And then we're on Twitch. Like this channel, and you get alerted anytime we're going to be broadcasting. And then we're going to, keep in mind, we might do this next week as a kind of a kickoff, but I might be looking at doing one of these Gong shows on Facebook Live. I've kind of been looking at the plumbing for it. It looks like I can do the same setup, so you're just watching the same video feed, same proportions and all that kind of stuff. But I thought Facebook might give us a new audience, or like some other people that don't normally catch these broadcasts. So just something to keep in mind. I don't know if you guys have Facebook accounts or anything like that, and yeah, it kind of sucks you have to use your real name and all that kind of stuff, but like I said, it's just something we're kicking around, so keep that one in mind. Eric, what's your dream feature for 2017? That is a tough call. I got to tell you, the thing that I am most looking forward to, I think, and the thing that I think is really going to help our game out, is a combination of multiple body types: giants, luchadors, skinny dudes, fat dudes, mesomorph, ectomorph, all that kind of stuff, combined with the stats. I think that is going to be where the real fun is going to start, where these guys, you can really start separating individual wrestlers and individual characteristics out. I think that's going to be really cool. So that's the one that I'm looking forward to the most personally. Heaven Spawn, be sure and throw a link up on your channel if you're going to upload some YouTube gameplay. That would be awesome. I'd love to see it. What's up, Real Valley? I hate to, you're kind of catching us right as we're shutting her down here, but thanks for checking in here tonight. Just hurry. Yeah, y'all heard about Carrie Fisher. Yep. In fact, I'm going to give another cheers. Another cheers. She was one of a kind. I never thought of her. In fact, it's kind of, how everybody just it seems like female celebrities, people just love, everybody goes to, oh, they're hot. Oh, I want to sleep with them, all this kind of stuff. I never thought of Carrie Fisher in that way. I always thought of her as just this badass chick, and she was a leader, and she was a fighter, and especially that's Princess Leia. Carrie Fisher herself was a total badass. Read up on all her stuff. She was hilarious. She was a rebel. She was just really funny. Read up on. You're going to see tons of stories over the next few days. Really, really funny. And yeah, she's really going to be missed. Like I said, 2016's been a rough one. We lost a lot of good a lot of good celebrities and a lot of talent, and a lot of our culture's taking a big hit for sure. So, yep. So that makes me sad. So I hate to leave it on a downer, but like I said, hopefully 2017. I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, a lot of people have said the theory is that we're entering now an era in which pop culture really became a big deal, like the 60s, 70s, and 80s, where pop culture became a thing. You know, where you had just these insane levels of stardom, and those celebrities that benefited from that are all reaching the age in which we're starting to realize this now. So it feels like celebrity deaths they're coming at us left and right, but it's also a sign of like how pop culture rises, and so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be 2017 is going to be an interesting year on a lot of levels, and I'm looking forward to it on a lot of fronts, and on other ones I'm a little nervous. Like I said, I hope if you take anything from it, just be good to one another, y'all. Just be nice to everybody, even the people you can't stand. Treat them with respect, and hopefully that'll come around. So. Cool. Xeron, we're going to have to touch base on this Discord a little bit later. That sounds like a lot of fun. It'd be fun to do like some kind of a team speaker voice chat or something. I know Dave would get a kick out of that, got it actually talking to all you guys. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, and with that, we're going to wrap up our Twitch broadcast for 2016. Once again, I can't thank you guys, our fans, enough. The support you guys have shown has been just absolutely astounding. I want to give a special thank you to our bug squad, who has been helping us out behind the scenes, finding bugs both obvious and obscure. And it's really been helping us out a ton. It helps Robert out immensely. A big thank you to Mr. Wrestling 5. He's bashful, he's shy, he doesn't like any credit, but damn it, I don't care. I'm going to give him tons because he's been busting his ass, and the stuff looks amazing. It looks awesome, and we wouldn't be where we are without you, buddy. And then Robert, special thanks to you, my friend. You've turned this whole project around. I appreciate all your sacrifice, all your hard work. And like I said, you're well on your way to your goal of creating the greatest wrestling video game of all time. And another special thanks also to Dave. Dave, thank you for being the face, man. Face that runs the place. Thanks for your passion and your dedication, and like I said, just never giving up, man. When I get grouchy and I get down, I can always talk to Dave, and he makes me feel better, and I give him all kinds of crap about all kinds of stuff, and he just smiles and takes it and says, "Yes, Eric," and doesn't, he's the leader he needs to be. So, yeah, with that, 2016 out. Peace and love, guys. Hopefully you guys have a really good, be safe on New Year's. If you're going to drink, please get a driver, be safe on the roads. Take care, y'all. Be good to one another. See ya.